We got pictures. James high school graduation. Ben's high school graduation. Ben and Maria's wedding. From James's reunion back here a couple of years ago is Lauren, Lindsay, and I. There's Alec and Heather. An old family picture of everybody who was in the family at that particular moment. Mark's kids, my kids. Heather's graduation from high school picture. And the book Playing for Time. Julie's high school graduation picture. Bernie at Amy's wedding. Jean and Diane at Thanksgiving this past year. Bud and Kathy at a holiday party for a customer. It was Kumar, and it was really a wedding reception. 300 people attended. Lots of great Indian food. And you're wondering, now how do you say Merry Christmas in Indian? Fortunately, Kathy bought me a book on how to speak Indian. So this is how you say it to an Indian. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Everything's kind of a blur through the camera.
This is your studio.
This is the WTIT studio. I believe there's been about 13 of them. This, one of the longest running ones. We've been in this studio for 6.5 years. On the wall, all the staff gone by. Kind of like being in a morgue. I see dead people. Actually, an interesting note, since we're about going to hit, most of us will hit our 60th birthday in 2011, is that to date, not anyone who has ever recorded on WTIT has died, other than Gary's mom. And that tape I gave to Gary shortly after her death. If this looks like no other room that I've ever lived in, it's because it doesn't. Kathy's painting skills and decorating skills are everywhere. Both of us having been disc jockeys, when we went to the Big E this year, my first return trip since way before we recorded that ridiculous Big E's State Fair commercial. We got our caricatures done as disc jockeys together. Of course, we never did do that. The pictures, they're on the wall. Just like they've been for years and years and years. Bernie and Jean laughing and happy after his second divorce. Heather and Julie in a limo that Mark rode in to my 50th birthday party. Hard to believe that was 9 years ago. A Merry Christmas to my best bud, John. Harvey Wallbanger on WTIT, who I spoke to and wished a Merry Christmas yesterday. He and his love, Rebecca, have just moved into a brand new home. Rock, of rock and roll fame. Rock has been my friend for 20 years. We spoke on the phone for the first time in a while yesterday. Rock joined us for the Johnny Walker and I for the 20th anniversary, the 2010 staff picture. Here's one of my favorite pictures of Julie. It's probably around 1991 summertime, and she was at a cottage, Ben looking on in the background. Here's Julie having painted her face for a fair that we were at. James loved this picture of him on a boat. He gave the picture to me. I don't know where it was. Picture of me at the old Yankee Stadium in Monument Park. There's a picture of Julie and I at the shore. And just to switch generations, how about the very first picture that Bernie and I took together? I was a few months old. I have no idea how many. It was Christmas Eve. I'd say probably 1979. Diane is sitting on the Sobey Drive circular staircase holding Heather with her right hand and Ben with her left. She'd be assisting Ben for a long time. Ben and I spent a special day together on his 16th birthday, and this picture was taken after we had played miniature golf and before we did whatever came next, which was probably eating. Picture of Heather, of me walking Heather down the aisle. That's a picture of me holding one of my kids. I'd be lying to you if I said I knew which one. I believe it's James. This is Ben's graduation from college. The three generations of Bernard C. Fishers together. And way back where Kathy and I met the very first time, that's a picture of yours truly as Gary Hunter at the Dial Tone Disco Dome. I'm out congratulating a winner of some lame contest I was running.
You know, we couldn't forget Julie's tree. And years ago, Julie gave Bud this tree. And it's something he has out every single year. And even though we have a big tree, this one is actually very special. We also have a beautiful poinsettia plant that Bud's sister and Mom gave us recently when they came to visit. This is some of my holiday cards I received from some of you out there. Really enjoyed that. My friends in England, and of course the Stoll family, which we enjoyed seeing the photographs of the kids. And we have Harley, and we have several others. But it's been actually quite a nice year, even though we don't have snow.
And here we are, under the mistletoe. Sorry, that's as best as it's going to get.
Happy holidays!